Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a great day. Hi, Sue. Guess what? Today's your letter. S is for Sue, and S is for s'mores. S'mores are yummy treats that you can eat when you go camping. And this whole week, our theme has been camping. So we're going to finish strong today. Sue, you can sit down for now. We'll see Sue again when we sing our song about letter S. Now it's time for our letter of the day. Today's letter is the letter S. Do you have a letter S in your name? If your name has letter S, stand up. Sue gets to stand up. If your name has letter S, stand up. If your name has letter S, if your name has letter S, if your name has letter S, stand up. Well, Sue, I'm glad you got to stand up, but now you have to sit back down because we have to practice our recognizing our letter S and writing our letter S. Letter S looks like this, and to decorate it today, I'm going to be using some marshmallows. I cut out these marshmallows from the lesson plan, but you could use real marshmallows if you wanted to. You could glue some mini marshmallows to your letter S. That would be a lot of fun. I'm just going to put some glue on my letter S and just stick some of these marshmallows on there. Okay, do you like marshmallows? Marshmallows are yummy, aren't they? Okay, I think I'm finished with my letter S. So what is this letter again? It's letter S for s'mores. You use marshmallows and graham crackers and chocolate to make s'mores. Now that we can recognize letter S, next we're going to practice writing it. To make a letter S, we're just going to curve around like letter C. That does look like letter C, doesn't it? And then we're going to turn around and we're going to curve around back like a backwards letter C. So it looks like a forward C on the top. That's how you know that you're curving around the right way. If you see a letter C at the top, then you know you curved the right way. So make a C upstairs, turn around, and make a backward C downstairs. Forward and back. Forward and back. That's the uppercase letter S. So it goes upstairs and downstairs like all the uppercase letters. Forward and back. Forward and back. C, backward C. Upstairs, downstairs. So make sure you put your uppercase S upstairs and downstairs. Well, every letter has two, an uppercase and a lowercase letter. Uppercase and lowercase S look the same. One is big and one is small. So let's practice our small S. We're just going to curve around and back, just like big S. If you're using handwriting paper, then you're going to have to squeeze that little S downstairs. So squeeze forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. You're going to have to squeeze. Forward and back. Forward and back. That is the little letter S, and it belongs downstairs. So find the stairs, and that's where little S belongs. Forward and back. Forward and back. Squeeze. Good job. Well, I know that you are working so hard. So I want to give you a sticker for all that good work. It's a star. S is for star. And it's sparkly. S is for sparkly. Well, now we know how to recognize S and we know how to write letter S. So next we'll talk about the sound that letter S makes. Letter S makes the sound like a snake. What sound does a snake make? We were practicing that today when we did our calendar time. Letter S says like a snake. What sound does letter S make? Well, we're going to do some blending today with letter S. Can you help me sing the vowel song? The vowels are A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U. These are the vowels. Well, we're going to blend these two sounds together. That's how you learn how to read. You just put the letter sounds together. Letter S says S like a snake, and A says ah, as in achoo. S, ah, s, ah, sa, sa, like sat. Let's do the next one. S-E. S, eh, s, eh, se, se. Let's try the next one. S, eh, s, eh, si, like sip. Next. S, ah, saw, like sock. Last one. Saw, like supper. Well, you did a great job blending sa, se, si, sa, sa. You can practice those today if you'd like to. Well, that was our reading time and phonics and handwriting time. So next we're going to move into our math time. For math today, we're going to be doing a s'more cover-up. It's kind of like number bingo. I'm going to call out a number, and then you can find the number, and we're going to put an X on the top. We're going to try to cover all the s'mores. Okay, so look and see if you can find the number 5. Let's put an X on the number 5. There it is. If you don't have this paper, just point on your screen. Now look for number 3. Number 3. Good job. There it is. All right, next, see if you can find number 9. 9. Found it. All right, next, how about number 2? Number 2. Very, very good. There's number 2. All right, next, let's look for the number 6. Number 6. There's number 6. How about number 10? Number 10. Good. All right, look for number 8. 8. We found number 8. It's over here. Next, let's see if we can find 11. 11. 1 is 11. Very good. That's 11. All right, next we're going to see if we can find number 7. 7. It's at the bottom. There's number 7. All right, look and see if you can find number 4. 4. Okay, and then last one, number 12. 12. 1, 2 is 12. Good job. We covered up all the s'mores, and that was our math time for today. For art today, we are going to be making a s'more. So let's head to the art table. Okay, for art today, we're going to make a s'more, and I'm going to start with just a little piece of cardboard. And I'm going to cut it in half. I want this to look like a graham cracker. So I want a top and a bottom. And then I'm going to take a piece of black paper and I'm going to cut it about the same size as the square. Okay, and then I have some cotton balls, but if you don't have cotton balls, you could just roll up a little piece of paper for that. Now I'm going to take these little cardboard pieces and put some lines on there, not lines, excuse me, some dots on there so that it can look more like a cracker. All right, so now here's the bottom, and I'm going to put this is the black paper, that's going to be the chocolate, so I'm going to glue it right there. Okay, and then I'm going to glue my cotton balls. I just have 3. You can have more or less. And those are going to be the marshmallows. And then I'll put some glue on top of the cotton, just like that. And then I'll put the other piece of cardboard right there on the top. And there you have it. We made a s'more. That looks delicious. So that was our art project for today. Here's another look at that yummy looking s'more that we made today for art. Well, it is time next for us to read a story, and today's story is going to be Fred and Ted Go Camping. Fred and Ted Go Camping by Peter Eastman. Fred and Ted were friends. They liked to go camping in the woods. One day they packed their cars. They were going camping. They drove to the woods. Fred took many things. Ted took few things. They parked their cars and walked into the woods. Fred liked this spot. Ted liked it too. Fred had a hard time with his tent. Ted had an easy time with his tent. Pop. That night, Fred was awake. Ted was asleep. The next morning, Ted woke up early. Fred woke up late. They took their boat to the lake. Fred took the heavy end. Ted took the light end. They put the boat in the water. Ted stayed dry. Fred got wet. They fished. Ted used a net. Fred used a pole. Ted got 10 fish. Fred got 1 big fish. Splash! The boat tipped over. All the little fish jumped out. Fred and Ted swam away from the big fish. Ted swam fast. Fred swam faster. Fred ran fast. Ted ran faster. Now Ted was hungry. Fred was hungrier. Then they heard a little bird. Look up in a tree, look down at your feet, and you will soon find something good to eat, sang the little bird. Fred looked up. He saw nothing. Ted looked down. He saw something. Berries. Fred looked up again. Bonk. Something hit Fred on his head. A nut. They even found some crab apples. They went back to camp. Ted ran with the berries. Fred walked with the apples and nuts. They cooked the apples and the nuts in a pan on a fire. They ate all of it up. Ted ate slowly. Fred ate quickly. What about the berries? They saved the berries for last. Yum. So did you hear some words that were opposite in that story? Let's go back and look at some of those opposite words. Here's one. Fred looked up, and the opposite of up is down. Ted looked down. Here's another one. Ted got 10 little fish. Fred got 1 big fish. Little and big are opposites. Well, Sue, I hope you had some fun today with letter S. That was your letter. And S was for s'more. We made a s'more today for art. Well, I'll see you next time, everybody. Next week's theme is going to be pirates. Goodbye. Hope you have a great weekend.